guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lydia, and today I want to show you how to make sourdough discard crackers. So I know I'm going to be sharing a recipe, but you can also adjust a lot of things because there's a lot of wiggle room to it. So this is my discard. I have around 380 to 400 grams of discard because I have two starters, which I just fed, so I'm showing you them here. I also switched to plastic containers because my glass ones kept breaking. Sad day. I don't even want to talk about it. So all I do is add my salt, and then I add dill and garlic powder and ghee. Normally I don't even weigh these things, but for this recipe, for the sake of this recipe and this video, I'm weighing everything. So I'm using ghee, but you can use unsalted butter or you can use salted butter and just adjust the salt. And you don't have to use dill and garlic powder. You can use whichever seasonings you like. There's like rosemary, Italian seasoning, paprika. I've done other ones. I just really like the dill and garlic powder flavor. So make sure you're using ghee or butter. I've used oil, but the oil kind of just gives the crackers like a little bit of like a weirder texture. So anyways, just get your ingredients, give it a good stir, and I mean like a really good stir. Stir at the bottom, make sure everything is combined. Also preheat your oven to 325 degrees. I've also done 350 degrees. There's a lot of wiggle room, I'm telling you guys. So once everything is combined and mixed, you're going to want to add this mixture to a parchment lined baking sheet, and using an offset spatula, you want to smooth it really thinly on top of it. I used an offset spatula. I find an offset spatula works really well. And then you just want to bake it for 15 minutes, and then you want to pull it out of the oven and cut it into little squares. So I've cut mine into pretty small squares. You can cut it into bigger squares, but it's entirely up to you. The reason I cut mine so small was because my little guy loves this stuff, and this is the only reason I actually make sourdough crackers. I went to the store and I was looking for crackers and snacks to buy for him, and I couldn't even read some of the ingredients on the labels of the crackers. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make sourdough crackers, and they're going to be delicious. I know what's in them, and they're fairly healthy. So here I am pulling it off the baking sheet, and I'm just cutting them into squares. Next up, you'll want to bake for another 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you want to rotate your pan just so it cooks evenly. And I'm doing this on 325 degrees, but I've done it on 350 degrees. It's up to you how you want to do it. If your pieces are not like as thin as others, they'll be a little bit more chewy, and then like the thinner pieces are going to be a little bit more crunchy. Also, if you use oil, the texture is going to be a little bit different. And yeah, there's just a lot of wiggle room to this recipe. I also didn't poke any of my crackers. I've seen people do that. I really don't understand why. I'm assuming maybe like they blow up, you know, because there's like air in them, but I don't really have this problem with these crackers, so I don't even bother poking holes in the center. But you can do that if you want. I just don't. I'm kind of a lazy baker, if you guys haven't noticed. So I just try to make everything as simple as I can. So once you pull them out of the oven and they're completely baked to your desire, you can even leave them in the oven like a little bit longer on each, side. It's up to you. Just pull them out of the oven, allow them to cool, and enjoy them. They're really good. The first day, they're kind of addicting. The second day, I find that mine get a little bit more chewy, maybe because I put them in Ziploc bags. Maybe it's the weather here in Georgia. Here I am kind of just breaking them apart just because they kind of still stick together. Maybe it's because I haven't baked them enough. I don't know, but this is the texture we love around here. So they might not be as aesthetically pleasing as store-bought crackers are. Not that there's anything wrong with store-bought crackers, besides the fact that we can't pronounce some of the words, and those preservatives that are in them, are quite questionable. But yeah, like I said, these are homemade and they're not the prettiest things, but they're pretty delicious in my opinion. I love eating them. I love that I know what's in them, and I don't have to worry about what my little guy is eating, because like I said, those things that come in the store-bought stuff are sometimes questionable, and especially if you can't pronounce some of the ingredients, that makes me a little bit nervous. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that kind of stuff kind of keeps me up at night because I'm thinking, what's in them? if I can't pronounce it, like why are people adding stuff that we can't pronounce to our food? Like food should be pretty simple and easy to make. Okay, that is my venting to you. Here I am still breaking them apart. It's pretty addicting once you break them apart. And like I said, the different textures are interesting. So this one I think is a little bit thicker. As you can tell, it's a little bit more chewy. And then the next one is going to be a little bit more thinner, and you can tell it's a little bit more burnt. So you can cook them however you like, bake them as however you like. They can be, you know, thinner, thicker. It's up to you. Play around with this recipe. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't be scared to make your own food. It's good for you. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.